And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for Phoenix, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. And both of these teams stand excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Brian, look, there's 2 hallmarks of great defensive teams. Obviously effort, you can't do anything without it, but also communication. The best defensive teams communicate well, and it's what connects all 5 guys on the floor.
And a wise coach once said, defense wins championships.
I would say defense and offense win championships. You need both.
Now here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. From the corner. They get it back. Back to Conley. Pass to Randall. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Durant, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Edwards. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Edwards fires from way outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Edwards. And Booker pulls it down.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Now here's Edwards. He has 7. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Conley finds McDaniels. Edwards for 3. Outside for Randall. Lets the 3 fly.
On defense, Durant utilizes his length and quickness, creating really solid coverage.
Beal's shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Takes the 3. Richards pulls it in. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Ryan, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, Allie.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
No one covering. Durant's got 11 points.
Oh, check out Durant with the wily pull-up, striking when the defense least expects it.
Throws it up high. There's the steal. Stolen by Conley. To halt the run. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Conley. He's got 6.
Look, if you're open, Conley sees you. That was a great pass.
The three, Durant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McDaniels passes to Conley. And stolen by Durant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From deep. Dunn's shot is good.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Durant. Reading the floor and finding the guy with the best shot available.
Blocking foul called on Mike Conley. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Allen, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Gillespie is subbed in for Booker. Now here's Allen. Three-pointer. Gillespie can't get it to go. Outside McDaniels. 4-3. He can't get that one to fall. Doesn't go for him. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. 11 points in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the court for Minnesota, Conley and Ann are the 1 of the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Phoenix shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
For 3, O'Neal. And he buries his first look.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Edwards for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Gillespie can't get it to go. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
3-point field goal.
Randle's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Again, the Timberwolves score.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
No problems knocking that one down.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Plumlee. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. Some changes for Phoenix. Dunn, he's checked in for O'Neal. Beal comes in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Gillespie. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Booker. Outside, Alexander Walker. Off target from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Richards is checked in for Phoenix. Booker for 3. Devin Booker for 3.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
Outside, Ingles sinks it from distance. Ingles has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Miller outside. Out to DiVincenzo. Ingles from outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Up top, Richards. Pass to Booker. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Phoenix making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Booker finds Durant. This one for three. The shot off that time. Timberwolves trail by 6. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
Here's DiVincenzo after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. 58 seconds left in the first half. At the arc, KD drains it.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense. It's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Looking to end the run. Miller, the pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Reid, the three, and the three-pointer goes. Reid's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Fires from deep. That's good from Durant on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 11.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Reid, good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Offensive board. Done outside. Pass to Booker. Here's Beal. From the arc. Miller pulls it in. Now here's Alexander Walker. Out to DiVincenzo. He gets it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Reid. Pass to DiVincenzo. Miller on the wing. Here's the three. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And the Suns pushing it up now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard, and guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions. Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Left side Durant for three. Drops in the three. And now a 12-point Phoenix lead.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Reed sets a screen. Miller outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Miller outside. Alexander Walker with it. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Three-pointer. Beal doesn't go that time. Timberwolves trail by 12. Ingles finds DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Ooh, got that one up quick. Dunn's got 6.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Durant with the bucket.
And how's this for a response? Durant enjoys coming right back down and delivering the cold-blooded revenge triple.
Now here's Reed. He's got 9. To the paint. The kick out to Ingles. Fires the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Tight defense on him. Takes a 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Durant has the open look. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
And you know, for a near 7-footer, Durant has a very compact release. Just one reason he's so consistent.
Now here's Durant. He's got 25. The three-pointer off the mark. Launches it. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Suns lead by 14. From downtown, and that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 28.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Unloads. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And we're going to have a jump ball. Miller, the pass to DiVincenzo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Allen, he's checked in for Beal. And Gillespie is subbed in for Booker. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Ingles. And it's Edwards in for Alexander Walker. Jones, he's checked in for the Suns. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in. The Suns lead by 17. Now Plumlee. Phoenix no good that time either. Edwards against Allen. Pass to Randle. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. And he's hit 8 three-pointers. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Here's McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
For three, Allen. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. From behind the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Out to the wing. Plumlee against Edwards. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Conley. From 20 feet. They get the rebound. Gobert. Outside for Randall. To the inside. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Phoenix making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Edwards outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here goes Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Bam! Rudy Gobert. I mean, that was a loud 2 points.
The Suns lead by 10. Pass to Gillespie. Up and over Conley. Shot is good by Gillespie.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
Stolen by Conley. Outside McDaniels. Outside Conley. From outside the arc. Randall finds Conley. And it's off from 3-point range.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Nice shot by Durant. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first. Phoenix making some changes. Dunn, he's checked in for O'Neal. Bradley Beal comes in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Gillespie. McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Edwards for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. For 3, Booker on target from range.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Booker for 3. Out to Beal. Tries yet again. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Beal. Durant's got 33. For 3, Randall. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Durant. Buries the jump shot. And the Suns lead by 20.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Booker against Conley. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA. We've got some great guards. Going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
Outside, KD. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
That's one of Durant's specialties. He can pull up off the drive and shoot right over you, not even knowing you're there.
Here's Holmgren. Makes it off the glass.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And that one is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beal with the steal. On the wing, Booker. There's the triple. Pass to KD. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
KD unafraid to get to the mid-range, and he can get there at will.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Beal loves getting a little wiggle room and then great rhythm on that 3.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Dunn. Beal with a screen on Williams. Pass to Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he's certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. It's good.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Pass to Beal. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Dort. Drains the three-pointer. Dort's got 6.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Back to KD. Beal gets a wide-open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Thunder lead by 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They didn't hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I'll tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second chance points.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers, but they're capitalizing on it.
We've got Durant, also O'Neal out there, Plumlee out there with Allen, and it's Gillespie in at the point. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Wallace misses. Suns trail by 3. Plumlee with it. Six on the shot clock. For the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The shot by Williams, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jones is checked in. Caruso kicks to Williams. From deep. Mitchell outside. The 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Gillespie, covered by Mitchell. Fires it up. And it's Gillespie missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Wallace. The tray. Plumlee with the rebound. Suns trail by 4. There's O'Neal with the 3. Jones kicks to O'Neal. Here's Gillespie. Second shot opportunity. Good on the jump shot.
Not the classic jump shooter. Plumlee has cleaned up some mechanics, and he showed it there.
Wallace attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Williams with the block. Here we go, one-on-one.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Caruso. Banked in off the glass. Caruso's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder. The Suns have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. No coverage that time. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Mitchell. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Gillespie. O'Neal wide open. The three-pointer no good. The Thunder leading by 5. Over to the left wing. Caruso finds Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And it's Gillespie missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Wallace dishes to Williams. Pass to Williams. Jacks up a 3. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not loose. Plumlee, the pass to Jones. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. O'Neal with it. Back to Jones. From downtown. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Jones has got 6. Now here's Caruso. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder out in front, leading. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Booker finds KD. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's good for 2. Durant's got the first bucket of the third here for the Suns. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Shot on the wing.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
On the wing, Booker for the lead. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Booker's got 8. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Shot's good by Williams.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. He gets that one. He's got 12.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Durant kicks to Dunn, and it's Beal in the corner. KD against Dort. Shot from 12. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williams for 3. They grab their own miss, and they get it back. The Suns trailing. Durant with it. Dort covering. The open shot by Beal, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Smart play by Beal. Just gets set up in prime scoring position, and he knows what to do from there.
Yep, that one goes in there. And 11 points here for Jalen Williams.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Booker dishes to KD. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's Williams with the 3. Oklahoma City the rebound. Holmgren kicks to Williams. Fires for 3. And it's sent back by KD. Let's go. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Because of the physical skills and the versatile approach, it's hard not to run plays through Durant pretty much every time down the floor.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Booker. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. That's good from Booker on the assist by Durant. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Hits it from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Durant, and the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Dort. Great D that time from Beal.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Holmgren the pass to Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Suns trail by 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the Suns miss again. Oklahoma City shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Nobody near Allen. Hits the 3-point bomb. Allen's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And so it's Devin Booker. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Plumlee. Grayson Allen is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Jones. And it's Gillespie in at the 2-guard spot. Jones kicks to Allen. Back to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Jones, no one around him. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one's good, Caruso. And it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Allen kicks to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Caruso. It's hauled in by the Suns.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Joe's checked in. Booker with a deep three. The long-range shot from Booker.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Mitchell passes to Joe. The three. The rebound by Richard. Richards got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell kicks to Williams. Pass to Joe. It's up a 3. Tipped away. And he gets it back. Launches it. Knocks down the 3-ball. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Beal against Wallace. It's Joe on the wing. KD looking around. Over Williams. High post, KD to take the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. From the arc. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Williams. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Here's Booker. Takes a 3. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't cash in from close range. For Phoenix, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. And here's KD for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
The drive by Booker. Count it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Out to KD to take the lead. No good on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. With the drive. Yes!
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Phoenix. Here's the 3. No good from 3-point territory. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. A truly gutsy performance.
once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. Williams with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Into the lane, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Gobert. Gobert is doubled. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Randall against Dort. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Now here's Randall with a 9-footer. Gobert gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, little you can do to stop Gobert in there. He's just too long and too hungry.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Softly drops in the floater.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Conley passes to Gobert. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with the Timberwolves head coach. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Dort. Down low. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. And they get it back. They now take the lead.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Gobert. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And Minnesota with possession here. The Thunder making their last shot. McDaniels, a screen on Williams to end the drought. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Going inside and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy. Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Right side Conley. For 3, Randall. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves trail. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Randall, the pass to Gobert. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And he was fouled, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
He's perfect from the line this time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With power. That's how you do it, big fella.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Oklahoma City. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Williams is out there with Kenrich Williams. Then there's Mitchell, then it's Isaiah Joe, and it's Wallace in at the 2. Miller a screen on Mitchell. For 3, DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Pass to Reed. The kick out to Ingles. Fires the 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
Mitchell misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
From outside, off the mark. The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Wallace. Tipped. Miller with it, guarded now by Mitchell. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Outside, Williams. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Wallace. He's scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Mitchell. Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound. Outside Joe from the arc. No good. The Timberwolves lead by 5. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. DiVincenzo pass to Reed. Corner shot. Jump shot is good. Reed's got 5 points. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Now here's Wallace. There's the drive. Back to Williams. Wallace outside. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And the basket by Joe.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Ingles, no good. Thunder trail by 7. Williams passes to Mitchell. Back to Williams. And a miss there on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Offensive rebound. The 3, DiVincenzo. The long-distance 3 is buried. DiVincenzo's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Here's Joe. Excellent D there from Ingles. And here's Minnesota now. They're on an 18-5 run. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Miller. Now here's Gobert. Give him 8 points now. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Gobert. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Gobert. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
How about that? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, big-time defender, and sends that one back.
29 seconds left in the second. Strong finish by Rudy Gobert. So it's the Thunder now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo pass to Gobert. And there's the rejection. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Randall with a steal. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be right back after this word. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
They get it again. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Dort against Conley. To the inside.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kick ability.
You have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley against Hartenstein. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert.
A terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Oh, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here.
You have to have awareness and focus. Gilgeous-Alexander looking to make an impact defensively.
3-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And it's blocked by Edwards. Back to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. Doubled by Randle. Williams from long range. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pass to Gobert. Hartenstein against Randle. The 3, Conley. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Randle's got 3 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Conley looking for an opening. To the middle. Gobert. Playing to his straight. Gobert inside.
How about the defenders have had no answer for Rudy Gobert? He's having his way.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
He hits the second from the line. Thunder trail by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
1:19 left in the third. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The floor general Conley, dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup is good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's gone 3 of 4 from the line. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter here. Conley passes to Gobert. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai gets it to go off the drive.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be foul number 5 on him. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now Conley. Here's DiVincenzo. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for Minnesota. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's SGA. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it, yes, sir.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA just powering through contact.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
Randall can't hit. The Thunder have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Yep, count it. Gobert's got 25 points in the game.
Well, this is exactly where Rudy Gobert looks to score. The more dangerous he becomes, the closer he gets to the basket.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Conley. Banked it in off the glass. And now a 4-point Minnesota lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And it's Dort off the drive. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. one falls for Gobert. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Randall outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Thunder trail by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked by Gobert.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 37. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Alexander Walker pass to Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
To the paint. The shot by Dort, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Pass to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 30 points.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
And here's Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. The kick out to Williams. 5 on the clock. Sinks it from distance.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Now here's Gobert. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Dort outside. Williams on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Knocked loose. DiVincenzo with the steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Blows the alley-oop. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Thunder. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
My goodness, Lou Dort in the clutch. We see you, young sir.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Down low. Outside McDaniels to the inside. Randall, pass to Gobert. 4 on the clock. Out to DiVincenzo. McDaniels from long range. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Money. And that one brings them within 1.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's McDaniels. To the middle. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Gobert. Count it!
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Battle. One in the trenches, each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school, should be a physical contest.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the 5.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
To the left side wing. Edwards finds Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Dunn. No good with the triple. Here's Minnesota. It's a three-point game, and it's Conley penetrating from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Edwards. From deep three-point land. Three-pointer, Randall. Rebound by the Suns. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now here's Booker, following the miss by Michael Conley. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Julius Randle. Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
Thanks, David. And here's KD for 3. Randall with some nice D. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Conley gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
And here's Booker from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Edwards. Randall a screen on Booker for the 3. Edwards can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and pop.
And it goes down 2 points. Randall's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
KD dishes to Beal. Misses the 3. Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
The shot by KD. No good. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Randall against KD. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Here's Gobert, who's back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 6. Out left to the wing. Conley with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 6. The Suns shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Ball's knocked loose. Off the run. Durant, good.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright leap.
Outside Edwards. Great look, but off the mark.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Tyus Jones. Royce O'Neal is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Gillespie in at the point.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Reed misses. Suns trail by 4. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now here's Jones. He has 6. Allen outside. From deep three-point territory, DiVincenzo with the rebound. From deep Ingles. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The kick out to O'Neal. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Timberwolves leading by 5. DiVincenzo with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Reed misses.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
That's good from Allen on the assist by Jones. Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Miller finds Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Now Reed, after the missed 3 from Mason Plumlee.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to Allen. From the top of the key. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. From deep Ingles. It's hauled in by the Suns. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Miller, the pass to Ingles. 1:24 left here in the second. Right wing. Here's Reed. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reeves got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's Jones on the way. Defended by Alexander Walker. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Reed misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jones, no one around him. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to DiVincenzo with the drive. Here's Alexander Walker. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Zoe Allen will bring it up now for the Phoenix Suns. O'Neal from long range. The shot, no good. Minnesota shooting reasonably well, 45%. From deep Ingles. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ingles has got 9 points in the quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Outside, O'Neal. Launches it. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Joe Ingles making things happen for the Timberwolves. And it was from 3-point range. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Joe Ingles getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm...
Oh, Edwards flies up and finishes the alley-oop.
The stunning athletic ability of Edwards going up high for that alley-oop.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
There's the triple. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Booker from the arc. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
Outside Edwards. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Here's Edwards, and he drives in and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Here's Durant, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
An impossible guy to cover. Durant puts defenses in situations where they must compromise and foul him.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Suns trail by 4. There's Beal with the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Conley with the 3. The rebound by Richards. Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside Edwards. Overdone. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 3 assists now in this one. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said He's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. And the basket by Edwards.
A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Beal, the pass to Booker. Back to Beal. Lets it go with a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Edwards can't hit. Suns trail by 5. Outside, KD. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's McDaniels. Off target from outside. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. Durant drains it from distance.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA.
What a sweet jam by Edwards.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it.
And then Durant with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Yes, that goes in.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Shot's good by Booker.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Outside Edwards. Conley for 3. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. O'Neal's check in for Phoenix. Tyus Jones comes in for Bradley Beal. Here's Edwards. Top of the key jumper, no good. The Suns trailing. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker with no one around and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Out to Edwards. Randall, a screen undone. Conley with the 3. No good on the shot. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Timberwolves. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. We've got Durant, Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Plumlee, and it's O'Neal in at the small 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Conley with the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And really deep through that time. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stance for Minnesota.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 22.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Jones for 3, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Randall. A beautiful reverse layup. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
The wide open look for Durant. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Shots good by Durant.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Suns have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Kicks it out to Jones. Suns moving the ball around. Shots good by Booker.
There's no shot too big for Booker. He lives for these moments.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Randall against Durant. Screen by O'Neal. KD passes to Booker. 1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 4. Outside for KD. Left block shot on the way. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Phoenix also making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Grayson Allen comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And the wide open shot from Reed. Off target with his 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Massive bucket. Beal showing what he's worth.
Edwards looking it over. Reed the pass to Randall. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Back to Reed. Over in the corner, Randall. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here's KD for 3. Laces one from 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
It's money from deep.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
KD, that's for 2. It counts.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
Edwards, that's good.
He knew what he wanted to do all over.
Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at small forward. Dunn's shot is good. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
I think he just has a great feel for what the defender is thinking. Durant using the up fake there to draw the foul.
And he sings the second.
3 shots.
And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league in 2 steals per game. What a season.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Driving in and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
And stolen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to find Bradley Beal even in transition because he's going to get out there and fill that lane.
Williams from long range. And he parries his first look.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Counted from distance. Beal's got 6 points.
And Bradley Beal coming for his revenge.
Here's Hartenstein. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and Coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous. I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure. An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you."
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Durant with the bucket.
And man, you look at that release from Durant. He makes hitting a 3 look like a layup with that size and touch.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. 3-pointer. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. 3-pointer. Beal. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Phoenix leading by 6. Dunn left side. Fires from deep. Dort grabs the miss. From the arc. The rebound by Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like BA, he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? A terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
Booker no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Dort. Here's Hartenstein. Williams from long range. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown. Connects from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Here's Durant. Off the left rim and out. Thunder trail by 4. Now Dort, out to the wing. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. In transition, here come the Suns. The shot by Dunn, no good. The Thunder have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Williams, defended by Dunn. And the Suns pushing it up now. The three is up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
On the court right now for the Suns, they've got Tyus Jones. Royce O'Neal is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. 5 on the clock. Caruso, the pass to Mitchell. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Here's Jones. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation, and a great play to get the bucket.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Williams. The fadeaway, pure from three-point range. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Stripped away. Wallace outside. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Williams from long range. Plumlee pulls down the board. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. That one goes. Count it.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
On the break. There's the triple. Jones misses. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Joe. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And the Suns pushing it up now. For 3, Allen gets the 3 ball to go.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot there.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Williams. Wiggins, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Williams drops them both. Phoenix leading by 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Joe. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. For 3, Allen. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Gillespie. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Gillespie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And no matter if he starts or is a reserve, Tyus Jones always takes care of the ball, Brent.
Incredibly low turnover numbers throughout his career. This is the kind of guy that coaches put implicit trust in to run their offense. He will continue to find ways to be part of any rotation throughout his NBA career.
Wiggins, no good. For For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Jones, the pass to O'Neal. Over Williams. Nice spin off the left rim and in. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter. Thunder trail by 8. It's Wiggins on the wing. Still no points. Pass to Joe. The 3 ball. And another 3 for Oklahoma City. 59 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Gillespie. Watched by Wallace. Jones, the pass to Gillespie. Joe grabs the miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
The Suns lead by 5. Pass to Gillespie. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Gillespie's got 9.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Gillespie. Watched by Wallace. And the Suns get another 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. Get ready for the fan at court shot.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Phoenix leading by 8. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. And slam dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Exploding to the rim. No getting in Shea's way, especially when he's got a full head of steam.
Booker, the pass to Richards. Pass to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. Beal from outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Durant for 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And rejected. Williams from long range. Got a piece of it.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Durant finds Booker. Fires for 3. The kick to Durant. Outside Booker. Launches it. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Durant with the bucket.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
Holmgren reaches up and throws it down.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Outside Durant. Outside for Booker. No good from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Durant against Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Durant. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Caruso, he's checked in for Hartenstein. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you.
And putting some power behind his drive. Holmgren managing to get there for an easy slam.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Lugens Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Williams misses. And it's Beal with the ball for the Suns. 6-point game. He drops it from range. Durant's got 13.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Caruso finds Dort. Back to Caruso. Pass to Williams. Fires the three. Rebounded by Dunn. The Suns lead by 9. Beal with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
Just such a polished scorer. Bradley Beal getting to the interior.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. These guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Pass to Holmgren. Over Plumlee. Oh, the persistence inside of Chet Holmgren.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Allen. Beal surveying the D. No good. Thunder trail by 9. Oh, they get a hand on it. Allen outside. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Allen's got 5 points.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so it's Phoenix. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Well, when you win. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Mason Plumlee out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. And the shot goes in.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
The Suns lead by 9. Gillespie passes to Durant. No good on the triple. And Oklahoma City shooting 47% of this one. Looking efficient.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
First one falls. Phoenix making some changes. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for O'Neal. And it's Booker in for Allen. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And Booker, cash on the 3.
A two-guard that can beat you in a variety of ways. Booker is more than just about chucking up threes, but he will make them.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
It's picked off. Wiggins looking around. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix leading by 8. Durant, the pass to Gillespie. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Gillespie's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that was just a quick glance from KD. He looks at the defense and makes the play.
Pass to Wallace. And he lobs it up top. Hardenstein passes to Caruso. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
The 3, Durant sinks it from distance. Durant's got 12 points here in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Booker with it. Hardenstein covering. The 3. That's good from Durant on the assist from Booker. Durant's got 19 points.
What an unreal scorer Kevin Durant is.
Oh, SGA right back at him.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
The kick to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And there's the call on Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul. So for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And the Suns also making a change. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Gillespie. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the floater.
Gilgeous-Alexander comes at you in a lot of ways. There's floaters and pull-ups and drives. Pretty gifted offensive player.
Outside Durant. Shoots over Holmgren. Phoenix no good that time either. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Durant against Holmgren. Booker surveying the D. Back to Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Dort. Good on the bucket.
Right spot, not blinding the lights for Dort. Ready for the moment. He took advantage.
Fires it from 18. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. For 3, Durant. They get it back from behind the arc. Can't hit that one. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 7-point differential. Takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Hardenstein. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Davis is going to have to step up and fill that role.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at small forward. Clark, it's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you've got to find guys and try to be economical about it. And they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
Pass to Conley. Now McDaniels. Randle a screen on Williams. Here's McDaniels. A three-pointer off the mark. Thunder have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Dort wide open. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 or 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Williams' shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Outside Conley. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Williams for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels with the ball. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Beyond the arc. And the rejection by Holmgren. It's stolen by Edwards. Holmgren with the steal. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Holmgren with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. From past the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 6.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Puts up a deep 3. And they'll get another chance. It's stolen by Edwards. Reed with it. Williams picks him up. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randle with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Got that one up quick. He's got 9.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Back to DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. The tray. Drops in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Shoots the 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
The Thunder leading by 3. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, He's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside for Randall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Thunder have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Dort misses. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. The three-pointer, no good. Holmgren in the post. Edwards defending. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Oklahoma City. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for him, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Wallace. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Joe in at the 3. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. The Thunder leading by 6. Williams for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Into the lane. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And he's good on the 3 ball. DiVincenzo's got 6 points. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Timberwolves passing it around. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good from DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota. Three-pointer. Joe can't get it to go. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota.
Timberwolves substitution, number 10.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Mitchell finds Wallace. Joe with it from downtown. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Clark outside. Pass to Conley. The 3-4 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. No good on the triple. Thunder have gone 1 of 6 in the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe it. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets. Oh my goodness! Come on now.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's gonna finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
For three, Williams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Conley. Takes a 3. And there's Randall on the assist by Conley. And now a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle. And I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Conley left side. They grab their own miss. Randall from outside. He doesn't hit that one. Oklahoma City shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensive. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Out to Conley. Randall from outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Nobody near Williams. Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got 12.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Clark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. Conley for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. The kick out to Williams. Drains the three-pointer. Williams has got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Oklahoma City. Outside Edwards. And it's Edwards, a 3 of his own.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back, right back at you.
And the basket is good. He has 6.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
It's tipped. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. No problem knocking that one down. McDaniels got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Driving the lane. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Hartenstein passes to Dort. On the wing, Williams. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor. And he's got great size and strength, and he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
Here's Alexander Walker from outside off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Took him no time at all on that one. Alexander Walker's got 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep. Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. It's to Holmgren. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, good on that one. Timberwolves leading by 8. A minute 20 left in the third. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Dort. Oh, good with the triple.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Williams inside the line, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert comes in for McDaniels. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's good, 2 points.
With his size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's 12 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Conley dishes to Gobert. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Look, we all know Rudy Gobert is a force on defense, but you can't afford to ever ignore this guy. I mean, he's got the physical gifts to make problems anywhere on the floor.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Gobert, it's stolen by Dort. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, and he comes up with the deuce. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead. Here's Gobert. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Knocked away. It's stolen by Dort. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Oh, and it's going up for the alley-oop here.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively. And we saw it right there.
Williams against Gobert. Gobert with the screen on Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Michael Conley picks one up. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards' shot is good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
For 3, Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Over in the corner, Conley. Off target from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Back to Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. It's tipped. Williams with the ball. Out defended by Randall to take the lead. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Minnesota on D. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Pass to Hartenstein. Clock is at 3. Holmgren wide open. It's good from long range. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Conley kicks to Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And an important part of every team's game, we'll look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They've made the offense uncomfortable, creating turnovers with the defensive pressure and cashing in on the other end.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
That one falls. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 1 or 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. It's the first, and that will put them up by 9. Minnesota making a switch. Alexander Walker's checked in. Good on both. Time running out for the Timberwolves. Randall from outside. And Holmgren pulls it down. Randall's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Thunder.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did. And I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group. And that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
It's stolen. Alexander Walker passes to Randall. Back to Edwards. They get it again. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. A putback. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they